Hello, you deer hunters and Sika deer hunters out there. This is Charlie Messina, owner of Competition Game Calls in Wilmington, Delaware. I make and sell 3 different kinds of Sika deer calls. So today I'm going to give you a little lesson on how to blow these calls and how to use them. First of all, we're going to go with, this is called the Sexy Sika call. It's a hind call, female Sika deer, okay? And it's very easy to use. What you want to remember is bite down on the end of this black shaft here, right on the end, with your teeth. Bite all the way down, and then when you blow, you simply release it a little bit. Now, if you progress your bite a little further up toward the middle of the call, you get a slightly different sound. So you could sound a little sweeter, a little more hoarse, or whatever. You can mix up your calling a little bit. So let me give you a little example on this. I'm going to use right here on the end. Then I'm going to go up here in the middle. Okay, so that's how many sounds this thing makes. Now, you don't want to blow real hard and very abruptly, because that is the sound that's going to spook your deer. This call will call in the hinds and call in the stags, because when the stags are in rut, they're looking for the hinds, and when they hear the hinds calling or responding to their bugles, they come looking for them. So this is a very effective call. I sold a lot of them last year. So this is the call you don't want to make to spook a deer. This is the alarm sound of a Sika when they're very spooked. That sound, real hard, sharp sound, you don't want to make. If you hear that call, the deer are going to bolt. So if you hear that sound that a hind or a stag makes, and you got a shot, you better take it right then, because they're going to go. Here it is again. That's the sound you don't want to make. This is the sound you want to make. So that's the Sexy Sika. Now we're going to go to the Sika Screamer. This is a bugle call. Okay, this is for calling the stags. Now the stags are bugling right now, and it's September 13th when I'm making this video. All right, they're bugling and they're starting to round up their hinds. The rut is not on yet. Even though you hear this bugling, the rut is not on yet. The rut's going to come in another 2 weeks. The end of September, first week of October, second week of October is peak rut time. So using this call right now, you're just going to be letting the stags know you're around. It's not going to be intimidating them. It's not going to be calling them in. Okay? This call is to be used to intimidate another stag and let that other stag know in the area that you're there. You may be wanting to be herding up his hinds. So it's a call where it's a challenging call. You're challenging the other stags, so that's what's going to make them come in, especially during the rut. And this is very easy to use. You don't need to practice or nothing. It has an extended tube on here, but I recommend just keeping it short. It does come apart. You twist it and turn it, it'll come apart, and you don't need to adjust anything. So you start off a little slow, you raise it up, and then drop it down at the end. So this is how this sounds. Now you you notice I did it 3 times, and that's typically what a stag does, in that order, and that spacing in between the bugles. Start off low, go up high, drop it down on the end call. And I would do this call about every half an hour or so. If there's a stag out there and he answers you, he might come in, and they always sneak in. Believe me, they always sneak in. So you give them about a half an hour or so. If you don't come in, blow it again. Maybe if a half an hour is too often, do it every 45 minutes. Okay, one more call. This is the mouth call. It's a single reed call, okay? And it's a high-pitched call, and it can make the hind calls, it can make the bugle calls. So this is a very easy, well, it's not easy. If you are a turkey caller and know how to use a turkey call, you know beginners have a hard time with these calls in the beginning. It takes them 2 or 3, 4 days to be able to blow a diaphragm call. But if you're a turkey caller, you know how to use this diaphragm call, you'll be able to pick this up in a heartbeat. So really, this is all this sounds like. I'm going to do a hind call. There's a call you don't want to make. Just like I made it on that call there, on the sexy Sika. That's an alarm call. If you got a shot, you better take it, because that deer is booking. Okay, now we're going to do a little bugling here. Start off low, build up high, drop it down. That one wasn't a good one. There you go. Blow that call 3 times when you're bugling, about every half an hour, 45 minutes. Give it a relax and see what happens. Now, if you want any of these calls, you can go on eBay, look for competition game calls, and you can pick out any of my calls. I got turkey calls, deer calls, I got Sika deer scent, whitetail scent, whatever you like. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, you can send a post on Messenger to me, and I can answer any questions for you. Thanks.